Stage 3. -C stops after producing an object file. An object file is real machine code, but it is not yet a program. Two things are missing. It does not contain the code for printf, or puts, or anything else from the standard library. And it does not know where in memory it is going to be loaded, so none of its addresses are final. You can look inside it with a tool called nm, which lists the symbols. And that little two-line listing explains more beginner error messages than anything else in this chapter. T means defined in the text section, text being the traditional name for the part of a binary that holds code. It means, here it is, I have got this one. U means undefined, which is the object file saying somebody else must supply this, and I am relying on you to find it. In our two-line listing, main is T, because you wrote it and it is right there. Puts is U, because your file calls it and has genuinely no idea where the implementation lives. That single letter is the thing behind the most common error message beginners hit. When the linker finishes and there is still a U left over that nobody supplied, it stops and tells you, undefined reference. We will look at exactly that message in 2 lessons' time. Stage 4, the linker, and it does 5 jobs. 1. It gathers up all the object files you handed it. 2. It searches libraries for the symbols that are still undefined, and by default that means the C standard library, libc, which is why you did not have to ask for puts by name. 3. It assigns final addresses to every function and every global variable, now that it knows how big everything is and where it all goes. 4. It patches every call site with the right address, so a call that was a placeholder becomes a real jump to a real place. And 5. It writes out an executable file with a header on the front telling the operating system how to load the thing. Notice that nothing in that list involves understanding C. The linker has never seen your source code. It is matching names to addresses, and that is all, which is exactly why linker errors read so differently from compiler errors. Link the object file, then look at the symbols again. Main now has an address 1139, where before it had zeros. That is the difference between an object file and a program. The addresses are real, nothing is left undefined, and the operating system knows how to load it. And then, having taken all of that apart, here is the thing to remember. The single command you have been using all along does all 4 stages for you. With temporary files, it quietly deletes afterwards. You will spend your career typing the one-liner. But when something goes wrong, you will now know which of the 4 stages is complaining, and that is worth far more than it sounds.